take a nap, go upstairs and watch TV for a minute just to clear my head. And most of the time, if I'm still here, if I'm not out shopping somewhere, I will end up helping, and I'll put them to bed with him and come to my senses, I guess. Or maybe I just needed a minute, because it's hard.
Most of the time, though, we spend our time together on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
It's always kind of been like that because I've worked nights for so long. So, like Saturday, Sunday, then like all day Monday, pretty much are my off days.
Yeah.
So we try to spend as much time together there during those times. So family, friends, who's ever watching, if we always seem occupied on the weekends or something like that, it's because that's kind of like our time.
Yeah.
So,
and we're pretty selfish with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because we like each other.
Yeah, most of the time. All the time.
All right. How do you decide who is up to change diapers? I mean, honestly, since I'm
Smeller's the feller.
Since I'm watching them all during the day and it's just me, obviously that's my time to change them. I'm not going to go wake up Jonathan and be like, oh, here, Lily pooped. You get to change it. So yeah, that's how we decide who is up to change. It's just kind of like you're on your shift. It's on your duty. Your duty to change the duty.
Duty. Dookie duty.
What was both of your reactions when you found out you were having twins? Well,
I laughed.
Jonathan laughed. And
I was like,
for the first...
What'd she say? She said
okay, so I was in the ultrasound room, and Cameron hates it when anyone touches me, and especially back then, because she was like 1, and she didn't know what was going on. She didn't know if they were hurting me, so she was crying pretty much the entire time. So the ultrasound tech all of a sudden goes, there's 2 sacs. And I immediately knew what that meant.
I didn't know what it meant.
And Jonathan didn't understand.
I said, what does that mean?
And so she said, 2 babies. And
I think this. So, okay. So you said there's 2 sacs. You be the nurse.
There's 2 sacs.
What does that mean?
There's 2 babies.
What?
Yeah, that was his reaction. And this is me this is me the whole time. He's over there laughing, and I think I turned and looked at him, just like dead face, like a deer caught in headlights. Why are you laughing?
It wasn't like laughing because it's funny. It was like excitement. It was.
Yeah, he was really, really excited, and I think I was more scared than anything else, and probably worried about what my body was going to look like afterward, which is pathetic. But we all worry about stuff like that. But I was just really nervous because you hear so many stories about, twins having so many issues but at the same time, the doctor came in and was telling us oh, it's not a for sure thing. A lot of people get pregnant with twins and they lose one and you're so early. And I was like, well, great. That's good news.
Thanks for...
don't tell me I'm pregnant with twins and then say, oh, well, one of them might die.
Right.
It was just a weird day. I didn't know what to feel because I didn't know what was real or not. So it was just a weird day. But my initial reaction was just are you going to have any more kids?
Nope.
No. Sorry.
Done.
We're done.
Take care of it.
Unless...
Thank you, Conrad Pearson Clinic.
I mean, yeah. No. I wouldn't be opposed to adopting in the future. I've always wanted to adopt. Jonathan and I really haven't talked much about that. But I have wanted to adopt. Just, I don't know. We'll have to see what life has in store for us. But I would not be opposed to that, would you?
I don't know.
Not necessarily a baby, but it could just be someone in need. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It just has to... Right now, that's not even something I can wrap my mind around.
Yeah. I feel like when you go through life and you have experiences for example, going on a mission trip and, things like that, going to visit third world countries or going to visit poverty-stricken places and that might open your eyes, maybe open your heart to something you never thought you'd want to do before. And I would love to go on a mission or go to another country and help out for a week, or I don't know. I've always wanted to do something like that. So yeah, I don't know. Just, you never know what life has in store for you. And finally, the last question. How do you keep the love alive with children? That is a good one.
I'm keeping this PG, right?
Yeah.
I would definitely say you have to try like it, because this is gonna sound so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lesson from the movie American Wedding a long time ago, before we were even married, and it was.
Are you being serious?
I'm being so serious. We've
Okay.
talked about this. I've told you this, and I don't know why this has always stuck with me. What's the guy's name from the first one? That
Jason Bigg.
Jason Bigg. Yeah. And
What
then-
is his name in the movie? Kevin? No, it's not
I don't
Kevin.
know.
Is it Kevin?
I don't know.
I know there's a Kevin.
Anyway, he's married to the redhead girl. The American Wedding, they have babies, and that's like their whole life is like they're just stressed out, and all they do is take care of babies, and they're bitter with each other and all kinds of stuff. And his dad in the movie, Mr.
He's hilarious.
Caterpillar Eyes Eugene Levi,
Hey.
Levi,
Those eyebrows are fresh.
strong eyebrow game.
Yes.
But he gives his son in the movie some advice, and I don't know why it's always stuck with me. He said, you can't just be a parent, you have to remember to be husband and wife too. And sometimes we really do get caught up just being parents and just chasing kids around and just taking care of them, that the marriage can sometimes take a back seat, and we have to remind ourselves to not do that and to spend time on each other. And I feel like we try to show appreciation for each other all the time. We thank each other for every little thing that we do for each other a lot. And
I think another thing that we do is we always kind of flirt with one another. Just something silly like smacking him on the butt. He'll smack me on the butt. I mean, this is like everyday type stuff. I mean, just never stop dating your spouse is what I've always read, because that's how you keep it excited. And it doesn't always have to be romantic, which, I mean, sometimes I'll be like, I need some romance, and I'll tell Jonathan that. But he's very thoughtful, and I think that goes a long way.
little surprises. Learn your spouse's love language. Jacqueline likes things, and she likes things done for her. That is her love language.
I also think,
Is that right? I can't remember what they all are.
I don't know what love language is. I've never read that book.
We did that thing. We went to Hope Church that one time. And they were talking about love languages. And
Maybe I wasn't listening. Anyway, I don't know. Just compliment each other. Say, "Oh, I like your beard." Or I
you.
like that. I like this nice black beanie that you have on, Jonathan.
you.
It's very nice.
Thank you. I like your top knot.
Oh, yes. Did it nice and tight today.
Just
Okay.
I like your teeth today.
All right. Don't know about all of you, but I love comedy and I love a funny person. And Jonathan is really funny. Don't tell him I said that though.
I already knew it.
But if he, I love that he can keep me laughing, and we both pretty much agree on the same things in life. I mean, if a situation were to happen, we're pretty much thinking the same things, and that's hard to find. And we can laugh about things and make fun of ourselves, and we just think the same things are funny, and we're both pretty funny people, especially me.
Sometimes.
So I think keeping each other laughing is always good too, along with flirting.
Mm-hmm. So funny flirting.
Funny and flirt.
Yeah.
What is it? 30, flirty, and
Thriving.
thriving.
I shouldn't know that.
Why do you know that? You watched
Because you forced me to watch that movie.
13 Going on 30 is hands down one of the best movies.
Terrible.
What is your favorite movie?
She's the Man with Amanda Bynes.
That is such a good movie, though. That is such a
The
good
movie's
movie.
hilarious.
It really is. It
That's
really
not
is.
my. I don't know if that's my favorite, but that is hilarious.
If you've never seen She's the Man, you have got to go watch it. It's so funny.
And what's her name? The nerd girl in it. Iola.
Iola.
Oh my God.
She was so funny. I don't know what my favorite movie is. I have
Isn't that,
so
isn't
many.
that Channing Tatum's breakout movie?
I don't know if it's
One of
his. Yeah, it is one of his first. I don't know. I don't know what my favorite movie is. Probably The Notebook. But see, I never watched the ending of The Notebook. Like when they're old and they die. I never watched that part. I just like it when they're young. So.
I'm going to add a question. So, and you're flipping through the channels and you see a movie. What movie will you always watch when it's on, no matter what? Like you see it, you're watching it.
Do you know it? Do you know one?
There's probably a couple for me. Blues Brothers. I don't know why.
My Best Friend's Wedding.
You'll always watch it.
I will always watch My Best Friend's Wedding. I love that movie. Elf. I probably always watch Elf. I'm trying to think.
I hope you can't hear me.
I mean, probably The Notebook, honestly. I mean, unless they're dying. Unless it's the part where they're dying, then I won't watch that. Oh, The Proposal. I will always watch that. I love that movie. Sandra Bullock is so funny.
You know what I would probably always watch?
What?
The Heat.
Oh, The Heat's so good. And The Holiday. I love The Holiday. You have never watched that with me.
It doesn't seem like anything I have a desire to watch.
Jack Black's in it.
He was also in Shallow Hal.
And Orange County.
And he was also in Nacho Libre.
Ugh. Big mistake.
So, that doesn't...
All right, well, that about does it for us. And we had a lot of fun answering all these questions. I love doing stuff like this. And Jonathan was talking about earlier that
I want to do challenge videos.
he wants to do couple challenge videos. So, what was one of them that you were describing to me?
There was one, and it's going to be messy, that I want to do. It's called Eat It or Wear It. And you have to... You hide random food somehow, and you assign numbers to it, and you pick a number, and whatever you get, you have to either eat the food or dump it on your head and wear it.
Does it tell you what kind of food it is, or do you
No,
make it up?
I don't know. Let's figure that out.
Oh, okay. That
What?
sounds fun.
So we put random things. We probably each put random things in a bag, and you'd have to eat it or wear it.
I'm down for the challenge.
We'd probably,
or up for the challenge.
We'll probably do that one sitting in the bathtub, because that's going to get nasty.
Oh, I get it. Are we done?